tornado that done pretty good amount of damage, and then that was on the ground for probably 15, 20 minutes at least, and it came back.
And it ended up tracking straight east into Cameron, done really bad damage.
Tornado that hit Cameron, touched down probably 3 miles west of there that we saw, and it ended up tracking straight east into Cameron, done really bad damage.
And Kholby, you said that you have been in the town of Cameron and you've seen some of this damage firsthand. How do you describe what you've seen there tonight?
Yeah, it's pretty bad damage. A lot of power lines down, trees snapped. I've seen some roofs and a few of the houses kind of basically moved off the foundation. I haven't really seen, from what I could see, anything really completely level. There were some really large grain bins that had been knocked down and just kind of mangled. So it's pretty bad damage. I mean, if I just from other damage, tornado damage I've seen over the years, I would say that might be ES3 damage from what I could see. But I didn't see anything that was extremely bad, but still bad nonetheless.
And we know that the National Weather Service, they have planned damage surveys for tomorrow already, so we know that they're going to go out and there and assess the damage and actually assign an intensity to this particular tornado. I know it was probably dark by the time you got there, but were you able to tell anything about the construction of these homes? Were they a little bit older, a little bit newer?
Yeah, I mean, I was able to get in there right before it got dark, probably about an hour before. And I mean, most of the houses in that town I don't think were, too new. I mean, there were some newer ones, but I would say probably older ones as well. Cameron is a smaller community, probably just a few hundred people that live there. But like I said, by the time that I was leaving town, all the roads were blocked off to get in there. They had police, firefighters, surrounding the town, and even before, right when we pulled up in town, there were power lines down everywhere. So you couldn't even really get in town if you tried.
Kholby, something we've been trying to track down here as much as we can is whether or not there was any kind of injuries with this particular tornado. So far, we haven't heard any reports. Did you get the sense driving through town that there were people looking for other people or trying to transport people out of the town? Did you get any kind of feeling for that?
Yeah, one of the things that I noticed that there were a lot of firefighters and police going door to door, checking to just make sure everyone was okay, and they were asking residents to leave their homes and go to a certain location in town. I'm not for sure if that was a fire station in town, but I think they wanted to kind of get a head check and, to make sure everyone was okay. I don't have any word on any injuries or anything like that. There were, rumors going around about some deaths early on, but I don't think that's true, which is obviously great news. But, injuries, I can't confirm anything right now, but I think Cameron, I mean, they got some really bad damage, but I think they got spared from the worst tornado, which, from some of the footage that I sent in was the one that hit southwest of Monmouth, and that was, I think, a very much larger, stronger tornado, but luckily that didn't hit, more of a populated area.
Yeah, that's great. That's great news, Kholby. And just to let you know, we did speak to some emergency management officials there, and they say that they have not really heard anything about injuries. We are hoping that we don't have anything new develop in that way. We're hoping that we didn't have any injuries, or certainly not any serious injuries, probably a lot of minor injuries, cuts and scratches.